Welcome back to the All of Us podcast. If you're new here, I'm Zach Koenig, and today I'm joined by Roy Llamas. He's basically my cousin. So I noticed the shirt says the Dropouts. You wanna explain why it says the Dropouts?
Yeah, for sure, man. So it's kind of just this idea I've had for the past couple years. This brand I want to try to build, but yeah, kind of the thought process behind it was. I'm a college dropout. A lot of my friends are college dropouts, and I feel like kind of the stigma with dropping out of school is, oh, you're not going to be successful, yada 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 yada, and I feel like entrepreneurship isn't really like looked at as greatly as like say going to school, kind of what everyone else is doing. So the whole message behind it was, even if you do drop out or whatever the case is, you want to be an inspiring entrepreneur. As long as you like something, you're good at it, you work hard, that you can be successful. So yeah, man, it's kind of been something that's been, I would say,
A little more personal than just the two words, the Dropouts.
You're right.
People may laugh at that, but it's something actually personal to you that no one's gonna know about besides me and everyone watching now. But
yeah, exactly, man. So it's kind of a long story, kind of going back, just like from growing up to where I am now. But yeah, man, just overcoming a lot of obstacles and everything of that nature. So kind of where I got the idea from, I was just kind of looking back at, not to sound cheesy, but kind of like everything that happened from, my youth till now. I just turned 24, so I'm not crazy old, but a lot of life has happened in those years. But yeah, kind of looking at how I grew up, and I not to be like a sob story or anything like that, and a lot of people can relate. I'm sure the story's not as crazy as I'm sure some people's childhoods or anything like that, but just growing up in a single mother household, 4 kids. My mom made I think $28K a year. So if you kind of put that into perspective of how life was growing up, and then for majority of my childhood, we lived in, if anyone is watching from Allen Park, there's this place called Moscheck's Meat Market. We lived above there. It's like a little 2-story apartment, and there's 11 of us. I think, 10 or 11 of us for quite some time. So a lot of my later elementary school years, my middle school years, things of that nature. So kind of what started getting me into the idea behind the brand of the Dropouts was just beating statistics, you know what I mean? Just for example, the statistics of just being in a single parent household, things, overcoming, I don't know at the top of my head, so don't quote me, but say 1 out of 3 boys who grow up in a single mother household end up in prison. Your percentages of becoming a drug addict or having some type of drug addiction.
this is all that extra motivation.
Right, yeah. So that's kind of what got my thought process going, you know what I mean? And
Exactly.
thinking about it, and then just growing up throughout the years, there's a lot of other stuff, personal stuff that's happened, but yeah, right around going into my freshman year of college, I was always I'm not stupid, I'm not the smartest kid, you know what I mean? But I got pretty good grades, and going into my freshman year of college, I had a full ride. I actually got money back between scholarships and grants and everything like that. But dude, I just did not like it, couldn't focus, just felt like it wasn't my calling. So I ended up dropping out. And for the first reason was, it's gonna sound goofy, was I wanted to be an MMA fighter, bro. So
really?
yeah,
that was the first reason.
Yeah, that was the first reason I dropped out of school. So I started skipping, and going to the gym. So what I would do is, we only had 1 car, so I'd drop my mom off at work, go up to school. I wouldn't go to class. Honestly, 80% of the time I go hang out in the library, and just if my friends are on break or whatever, just talk with them, bull crap. And then once all my friends left, I would just go home. and then go to the gym. And like that's kind of what got me drawn away from school, you know, wanting to do that. And then my buddy Demas, he's like my best friend. He lived behind me, so we ended up moving over to McLean Street in Allen Park, and he lived literally right directly behind me. Like our backyard shared a fence, and you know, he would come over and we would do like boxing workouts, right?
Okay.
And we were both talking. He thinks just like me as far as with like the entrepreneurship and everything. But we were talking, we're like, dude, we dropped out of school. We can't be bums. Like, how are we gonna make money, right?
Exactly.
So we just started brainstorming after a workout one day.
Wait. So you dropped out of college and then started brainstorming?
Yeah.
That's pretty ballsy.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a little backwards, but yeah, dude, exactly. That's how it worked. And it took us a few days. We came up with like this water park idea, inflatable water park. And, you know, long story short, we ended up getting an investor and building this company up. And then we brought in a third partner, one of my good buddies, Dylan. And then, dude, like, the way I kind of look at it is that was my college, you can say, right?
Yeah.
Like, kind of the
That
life.
was your learning phase.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. Like, what I learned from that, because we went from just, like, we were 18, 19-year-old kids at the time, to, like, signing a contract up in Traverse City with the resort to install our water park on Lake Michigan. So it's kind of a big deal. And then, you know, we went to Texas. We had a few locations up in Gaylord. But literally why I say it was my learning experience, because anything that could go wrong went wrong. Yeah. So, like, it was a huge learning curve for me. I think the life experience I learned from that, just as far as money management, expectations, just everything, really helped me a lot, which led me and Demas into going into our second business idea, which is solar panels. And ever since then, man, it's just been, you know, hitting the ground running.
Snowball.
Yeah, dude, it's been a million times better. Like, I think, not to talk numbers, but in one day, we made more money than we did in like a month and a half, 2 months with the water park. So
In
like,
one day.
In one day, yeah, like 7 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it was insane. So yeah, man, it's just been a lot of growth, a lot of learning, a lot of heartache, ups and downs. You know what I mean? But dude, is extremely worth it. And yeah, that's kind of the whole brand idea behind the Dropouts. Like I was saying earlier, is, you know, find what you're good at and work hard at it, and you'll be successful. 100%.
And what I believe is, with like during the water park phase, you're probably like, this is bullshit. All this stuff isn't going as planned, and then it's like you almost regret it because you like lost a year or two, but you can't regret it because look at all the things you learned from it.
Yeah, 100%. And dude, yeah, it's like kind of a battle with emotions. So I think it's super important to stay positive. You know what I mean? As much as possible, like nothing comes from being negative. And I say this all the time, like you don't become successful or reach your goals by being negative. So for example, like if you're really fat or really, you know, really overweight and you're trying to lose weight, you know, if you're really hard on yourself and being negative and saying, I'm never going to lose this weight, you're probably not going to lose the weight.
Yeah.
Right? So like that positive mindset is huge. And then having a vision of what can happen, like really seeing it and putting in the work, like it goes hand in hand. So yeah, 100%. So even when stuff was rocky, we always maintain like, what do we want out of life? We want this, we want this, we want this. So yeah, like even though it was easy to be negative, we still, I would say, did a pretty good job of trying to stay positive about everything. Dude, dare me to say on camera?
So it's you, bro.
Dude, it's crazy. I can say it's rough. I don't know if I want people to see it, bro. It's fun. It's pretty dark, bro.
All right. So aside from all the business and emotional part of the episode, is there a funny story to tell us? I don't know what it is. So
ooh,
this is pretty dark.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, pretty dark. Honestly, extremely embarrassing. So for those who I do know who are watching, don't look at me funny next time I see you. And those who I don't know who are watching, I guess it doesn't matter anyway because I don't know you, or what comes with like the entrepreneurial lifestyle is, I don't know why, it seems we always are getting into just like stupid incidents or funny adventures. Because you got to think, you were, like I said, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids growing up. I mean, I'm 24 now, so going across the country, being by ourselves or being in new areas, just getting into dumb stuff, you know what I mean? Like, curiosity killed the cat or whatever you say. So, I remember one time, bro, we were up in Traverse City, and it was me and my buddy Dylan. And Demas, he went back. So Traverse City, if you guys know, it's probably like around 4-ish hours from Detroit. So
Yeah, if not more.
yeah, it's pretty far. So we were staying up there, and then Demas had to come home. Someone in his family had a wedding that weekend, and me and Dylan were like, dude, what are we gonna get into? What are we gonna get into? Like, we don't have anything to do. So at the time, I think we were both 20. Had a fake ID. So.
Oh my god. I already know where this is going.
Yeah, so it was pretty goofy, but all right. So we lived outside of Traverse City. It wasn't directly in Traverse City. So if Traverse City's here, you know, we say lived an hour this way. So we had to drive into the city to go to work or whatever we had to do. So.
Which Traverse City?
Yeah, in
It's
Traverse.
way up here, bro.
Oh, is it?
Wait, I think so. Wait.
Yeah, it's up here. Whatever, you guys know what I'm talking about. But dude, yeah. So we're like, dude, what are we gonna do? We find an 18 and up strip club in Traverse City. So no, we're young guys, 20, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go to the strip club. All right. So we drive into we drive into town, stop at a liquor store, drive to the strip club, and then in the strip club, me and Dylan, we start splitting a fifth, right?
All right.
Yeah, so we start splitting a fifth. I don't recommend that. Don't drink and drive. It's not smart. We weren't driving, but just don't drink if you're by or in a car at all. It's stupid. So we were drinking. We split about half a fifth, and you got to think at the time I probably weigh 140 pounds. You know, I'm still a pretty small dude, but it's, you know, quarter of a fifth or whatever, that had me feeling good, right? So we go into the strip club, whatever, and like, this is really going to contradict my actions big time, but just so you kind of know the dynamics. So before leaving the Traverse City, me and Dylan held each other very accountable. So like a big problem we had was like sexual sin, right? So like ladies hooking up late, whatever the case is. So we would hold each other accountable, like, hey, that's not right. You should wait for the person, you know, you want to marry, all this, all that. So ladies, this might not be a big deal to you, but guys, watching this, you're gonna know. So I was at about 31 days or so. No sex, no, like, dude, it sounds so gross.
Some bad stuff?
No, just no, like, masturbating, no nothing, right? So, like, it's been a long time, all right? So we get into the strip club, bro, feeling a little drunk, and, you know, whatever, see stripper, wanting to dance. So I end up getting a dance, bro. And for those of you who haven't been to a strip club, they, like, take you to the back, you have your own section. That, you never been?
No.
Oh my gosh, dude, don't go, I hate them. But dude, so they take you into the back, so it's just kind of you two, they give you a dance. So
Oh, like personal.
yeah, like a personal dance. So
GTA now.
yeah, exactly, just like GTA, bro. And so she's giving me a dance, and dude, I hate saying this, it makes me sound gross, but I would say probably like freshman year is the like last time like a girl ever danced on me, and you start getting a boner, bro. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? You start getting a boner. So me being 30 days in of nothing, it's like I couldn't control it, right?
Gosh.
So I'm having a hard time here, and dude, I'm wearing like khaki shorts, so like you can see what I got going on, bro. That's
I think we
fucking.
can see where this is going.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So, oh my gosh.
No.
She's danced on me, whatever. She obviously sees what I got going on, and this is what strippers do. You know, she purposely starts rubbing herself on me, but it's to the point where it's like I can't take this, bro. Like in my head, I'm thinking, shoot, fuck, dude. I don't know what to do. She keeps going, bro, and I end up coming in my shorts, bro.
Serious?
I end up coming in my shorts, dog. It's so embarrassing. So I end up coming in my shorts, big quad stain in my khaki shorts. There's no hiding it. It's fucking a mess in there. It's everywhere. And
I was not expecting that.
yeah, dude, it's rough. So
It's rough.
it's rough. So like I know what just happened. She was facing away from me, so she didn't see it. So I kind of like leaned forward, you know, to try to hide what's going on. She's like, "Oh, like, do you want another song?" I'm like, "No, I'm good. So like, kind of walk up and get in front of her, right? Yeah, to pull my shirt down a little bit to kind of cover up what's going on.
So you like waddled out of there?
Dude, yeah, well, like past security and everything. So
Oh, you had to waddle all the way through?
yeah, all the way through back to where I was sitting at. Dude, like with the general public, fucking embarrassing, dog. So I like cover myself up. I get back to my chair, and Dylan, my buddy I went with, he's getting a dance, so I'm just kind of waiting for him to come out. And he comes back out. We're sitting there for a while, and I'm kind of like sitting with
You're
my legs
like in the
crossed.
bathroom, like trying to airball it.
Dude, bro. So wait till you hear this. So yeah, I'm like sitting to cover myself up, and I'm like peeking down. Oh, dude, it's not getting dry. Like it's fucking bad. So I look at Dylan. I go, bro, I gotta tell you something. I came in my pants, and he's like, dude, no fucking way. I'm like, I did, bro. Like it's embarrassing. So he's like, all right, dude, we gotta we gotta fix the situation. So he walks in front of me. I walk like closely behind him so no one can sees me. We go into the bathroom. Dylan's holding the door of the bathroom like closed, like so no one comes in, and I'm drying my shorts just like you said under the air dryer, bro. And what's funny as fuck is people kept trying to come into the bathroom. So Dylan would move, I would like cover up, and then we'd be like, all right, we have 30 seconds.
You for sure pulled the internship, bro.
Dude, that's the movie I was gonna bring up. Yeah, like 100%, that was me. And bro, it was just a rough night. It was a rough night. We laughed.
That's funny.
And
That's funny.
yeah, dude, it's funny as fuck. And that's kind of the night where we end up getting in trouble, getting pulled over on the way home. So it was like just a shitty night, bro, all the way around.
Yeah.
But it made for a great story. It's slightly embarrassing, but I'm glad I can tell it.
All right. Since you told that one, all right. So before we even started this, he was like talking about like not wanting to tell me that because he was embarrassed. I'm like, that was a funny story. All right, so I'll tell one. It's kind of like it's not the same, but like I'll just tell you, it's not the same, but it kind of is in a way. So I went to Cedar Point, and I was probably like, I don't know, 13, 14, and I had like khaki shorts on, and I had like the big belt, you know, like the freaking American Eagle, like the belt comes with the shorts.
Yeah.
So like, I go to use the bathroom, and I'm just standing there. Obviously, there's like 20 in a row. At Cedar Point, there's like 20 in a row, and they're like crowded as usual. So I go in there, and I'm just peeing, and I'm just mind my business, looking up, and like I don't hear anything, but I know I'm going. So I'm like, okay. I look down, and I'm peeing, and it's hitting my belt, and it made a big wet stain on my shorts. You can imagine, bro. At least in a strip club, it's probably dark.
Right.
I'm at Cedar Point in the middle of the day with a stain
a piece
on my shorts, bro. I had to turn around, and people were all looking at me.
Wait, so you went in like line
yes.
trying to wait?
Like I was in the bathroom with a stain. And I was like, what am I gonna do? So I literally like ran to the sink that was right in front of me. I just just put a bunch of water on my like shorts, and I'm really try to wipe it off. Luckily, it was like so hot that it literally dried in like half hour. But I was walking around Cedar Point with that. Yeah, so that was embarrassing.
With the big pea stain.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's a rough age too, like 13, 14.
Yeah, so I don't think I wore those shorts ever again. I don't think I did.
Rightfully so, bro. That's good. That makes me feel a little bit better.
No one knows about that, but I guess everybody does now.
Yeah. No one suspected anything?
No one.
That's
I mean, like
great.
everyone that watched me walk out of the bathroom was like, dude, you know how embarrassing that is? So many people looked at me, and I was like, the only thing that got me through that, I was like, I don't know any of these people. I'm never gonna see them again.
Right.
But who wants to like stand in line and turn around and you see a kid with a piss stain on his shirt?
Piss stain, bro.
Like, yeah, bro, I love this ride.
It was a little too scary.
I'm so excited.
Dude, that's great. That is great.
That was bad.
Can I promote this at that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Bro, your face. I can.
Man.
That's gonna do it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed Roy being on today's episode and our funny stories or his funny story. Also, the Dropouts. There's gonna be some content going in there within, I don't know what we say.
Probably like or April or May, and yeah, man. If you want to hear more funny stories, I'm sure Zach will be on there. Some kind of like partying montages, giving back to people, and just kind of like life of an entrepreneur. Go check it out. So yeah, I'm super excited.
The channel's gonna be in the description below, and make sure to go check that out. I'll see you guys next episode. I'm cutting that.
Oh.